And it's good to see Mr. Freeze get around too. He's such an underappreciated character, just so full of pain and remorse and such interesting motivations. And we need to do everything we can to forget about what Arnold Schwarzenegger did to him.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It was great.
No.
Hi, I'm Hex.
And I'm Bajo.
And today we're going to be watching our old good game review of Batman Arkham City. Oh, the years have not been kind to us, Bajo.
They have not, but have they been kind to the bats?
Let's find out.
If you know me at all, you'll know I'm quite the Batman fan. And Hex, I don't think there's even a word or a collection of words I could string together to describe the joy I felt when taking to the skies in Batman Arkham City.
Can you see how jittery I am? I'm just so excited for this game.
Yeah.
Don't want to do this.
Oh, Kevin Conroy. Ugh, he's the best Bat voice for sure. I remember it looking a lot better, but it still looks great.
I remember everything looking a lot better, man.
Now, this review could have been quite spoilerific, but we've been very careful to make sure that this review will not spoil your experience. In fact, we can't even show you the best bits of the game.
Denied.
I remember I didn't see any footage of it at all. Somehow avoided every single spoiler except for one clip. I think 2 weeks before it came out, and I really tried hard not to see any of it because I didn't want a single scrap of information about this game.
Yeah.
So it was still just a huge surprise.
I think I'd gone to E3 when they debuted all that stuff,
so
I
too,
think
yeah.
I'd seen a preview of
Yeah.
it. But for you to go in fresh, that would have been pretty special.
Oh, that first glide into the town.
Yeah, just knowing you could just go anywhere.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that was my moment of the year, I think.
It's hard now with Spider-Man giving you that kind of open, urban, like grapple swingy type experience.
You know, we had a taste of excellent Batman gameplay in Arkham Asylum, but even though that game is excellent, you still felt trapped on that island, and all I wanted to do, Hex, was get off that island and fly around and explore.
People loved Asylum, and I really liked Asylum, but this was, a lot of people say they prefer Asylum to this. But
I would say I prefer Asylum
really?
to this, yeah.
See, for me, this was all about just that open world, getting to be in the city as Batman. Like, what an exciting opportunity, you know? And Asylum really, it was funneling you, which is fine.
Yeah, I guess Gotham City didn't have the same appeal to me as the more, like, the smaller scale story of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, okay.
And kind of working my way through stage by stage those moments and have the game kind of reveal things to you.
I think it was the traversal.
A little bit more slowly.
I just liked moving through the city, I think. Like, the stuff going on in the city wasn't that exciting, but just the actual being able to be Batman and go from one building to another to another to another. Like, that was a dream of mine since a kid, you know?
You don't really get to be the Dark Knight until you can swoop off a building.
Yeah.
Fair, I get that.
Now, with Batman's powerful theme music ebbing and flowing alongside your actions, that dream.
Oh, it was so fluid. And also, all the little markers that popped up to show where you could connect to. At first I thought that might be annoying, but it actually just works so well. Oh, that's right, and they did Doctor Strange, like a bit of an offside character.
This is a mature, dark game.
Yes, but that's all we will say about the story. The way that you're pulled through this game is seamless, and that's core to its design. From the way you're pulled from the open world into the small contained areas, to the combat animations, which are more fluid than ever, and those little camera shifts.
Oh yeah, the last slow motion. Yeah, you're always kind of connected to the camera in a bit. After the fight, the way it pulls away, so spectacular, so cinematic. You can really plan your attacks and pick off all the enemies. I love how, as you're picking them off, at start they're all cocky. You know, oh, come on, Batman, here we go.
They would get like, until you had one left, and you'd be like, hello, come on, guys.
And it's good to see Mr. Freeze get around too. He's such an underappreciated character, just so full of pain and remorse and such interesting motivations. And we need to do everything we can to forget about what Arnold Schwarzenegger did to him.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It was great.
No.
The first thing you should do is the first lot of augmented reality missions, which get you used to dive bombing.
That's right. You have to do all these like kind of tedious. They're a little tedious, but they gave you really important, really important stuff. Oh, it was so tough, this one.
These kinds of flying,
Yeah.
get through the ring missions.
What is this, Superman 64? Come
Yeah,
on.
to this day I hate them.
It launches you into your glide, which gives you this overpowering sense of being a true predator.
God, what an incredible game this was.
So ambitious to go from Arkham Asylum to an open world game like this and make it as satisfying an experience.
Oh, maybe I should play through this again now.
I think it it would hold up
Yeah, I think
reasonably
so
well.
too.
It's like, because it's classic kind of beat 'em up combat. All those next-gen cape physics.
Cape did look amazing.
Yeah. Some of these fights I felt like went on for a little bit too long. There were just
Yeah.
like too many goons, and I would get a little bit exhausted by the end of it.
I never got tired of it. I was just so happy to be fighting.
Combo.
Took me a long time to really like the counter system and pressing Y a lot. Took me a long time. It's very different.
Yeah.
It felt easy mode at first, but then
Yeah.
Somehow, even with all these gadgets, Batman isn't overpowered because really just a few bullets and he's down.
That's right, yeah. He's a hero that doesn't use guns in a
Yeah.
world of guns.
yeah.
You spend much of the game in detective mode, and that's to identify the biggest threats.
I remember you have to use the bat vision a lot, you know,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
that's very common in a lot of games where you're constantly scanning to see what you need to pick up or access, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Just make it shiny. I think games are the shark repellent.
Yeah, The Witcher had like a medallion thing that
Yeah.
you'd press, and it's like you end up missing so much if you don't scan every room.
And I get
So
it
you
for
end up
immersion, like they don't want to have
Yeah.
shiny things, you know, like a
but
like
then
an
it breaks
MMO
the immersion
quest.
if you're constantly going into X-ray vision anyway.
Yeah.
So
Each game comes with Catwoman DLC code, which means if you pick this game up secondhand, you're gonna have to buy it, which is a clever ploy to fight that secondhand market.
she was sexy, man.
Yeah.
That was a cool outfit.
They were good missions too. They were really good.
Yeah.
Very
And
different.
And she had such
brutal.
She had such a great dynamic with Batman.
Yeah.
It was very exciting.
Her whip also helps her in combat, but is also useful for leaping about the city.
Oh, such fluid, beautiful animations.
Yeah.
You know?
I love playing acrobatic characters like
Yeah.
this, where they feel really nimble and you just feel so light
Yeah.
and agile.
Totally.
They didn't make you repeat any fights or anything like that.
Harley.
Oh, that Harley fight was great. Because I think that might have been it.
And this isn't a spoiler because it's already been announced in trailers and that sort of thing, but I was so happy to see Grundy in this game. He's one of my favorite DC villains.
God, I was so into DC and Justice League at this time.
I'm definitely being greedy when I think that they should have absolutely had Wayne Manor and the Batcave and a Batmobile ride.
Oh yeah, we didn't get a Batmobile or Wayne Manor or anything.
Yeah.
I think they had that in the later ones.
This is also before, like, I think before all of the Marvel machine had kind of started with the movies and stuff as
Yeah.
well. So at this time, it was still, we were very starved for like comic book content.
I mean, it's such a big game with big love for the Dark Knight, so for me, it's an easy 10 out.
Oh, it's got to be double tens.
There's no way I would have given it 10, you know.
That he's going
Yeah.
through. It's just-
I'm getting goosebumps
it's
just
so
thinking about it.
It's impressive on every level. I'm giving it 10 out of 10 rubber chickens.
You know what that means?
Double 10 balloons.
Double 10 balloons!
Double 10 balloons.
Magic.
We splurged this time, we got extras.
We splurged. Oh, that was great.
That was great.
You can see your true love and passion for Batman in that review. That was awesome.
I forgot how much I love those games.
Yeah.
I have to play them again.
Yeah, they
Just-
were great.
I guess, yeah.
You should start with Asylum though and see if
Maybe,
it's everything you
yeah.
remember or if
And I bet
Arkham
the-
City is still your fave.
I reckon they'll still look good too. I reckon they're just, you know, the art style and the
I think
the age of
it's
them.
like it's cartoony enough
Yeah.
that it holds up
Yeah.
in its own way. It'll just be like mechanically. I think Arkham Asylum will feel a little bit claustrophobic
Yeah.
maybe, but otherwise I think.
Yeah, because Arkham Asylum did a lot of things. Like, we're locking off this section, and you have to do
Yeah.
this, and then you can go through there. It was
And
a real.
Arkham Asylum had a lot of slow walking listening
Oh,
to your
yeah. Oh,
thing.
yeah, it did
that was
too.
annoying.
That gave me the
That
shits.
was annoying. It's just they didn't have the means to cover loading in a creative way at that time.
hate
In
slow
fairness.
walking.
Yeah.
Hate slow walking
There
so
was-
much.
There was no way. There was no way around it unless he could get into an elevator. If
Yeah.
you'd prefer.
No, thank you. If you'd like to watch more Bajo and Hex looking at our younger selves,
You can find them all over on the ABC Gamer YouTube channel.
watch how much we've aged.